As the song goes, I am woman, hear me roar. There is no doubt that every woman possesses a remarkable kind of strength. They work, they are mothers, and they are medical marvels when it comes to birthing children and holding their own. While society tends to look at a woman's beauty based on delicacy and softness, the women you're about to meet are rock stars because they show you can be awesome regardless of body type and size. The women you're about to meet found their strength in bodybuilding, powerlifting, and weightlifting, and they are some of the strongest women in the world. Before we hit the gym, let's take a moment to check if you're subscribed to our channel. If yes, you get a virtual high five. If not, you can rectify that right now by clicking on that red subscribe button. Becca Swanson. Becca Swanson holds many titles, including powerlifter, bodybuilder, pro wrestler, and strongman. Should we say strong woman? Her career started in 1996 when she had the desire to become a bodybuilder, but she went into powerlifting instead. Her first competition was in 2002, and she has been going strong for over a decade. Even with just powerlifting, she is built like a bodybuilder and is probably stronger than most women in competition. Swanson has deadlifted 672 pounds, which was so intense for her that her nose started to bleed. She has even squatted 843 pounds. So in short, Swanson is someone you don't want to pick a fight with. Chances are, she would be able to lift you over her head and just toss you across a field without even breaking a sweat. Swanson has been heralded as one of the strongest women in the world, and the proof is in the videos we see of her breaking a sweat, causing nosebleeds, and shaking the earth when she drops her weights. She is also known for curling 77-pound dumbbells in 10 repetitions. Her pro wrestling endeavors have proven to be successful as well, and she is probably a rather intimidating opponent. Iris Kyle. Upon looking at her, Iris Kyle looks like she could take on the men in the bodybuilding competitions. She is one of the most successful professional bodybuilders of our time, beating not only females, but also males. Take that, patriarchy. She has won the Miss Olympia title 10 times, with 2 heavyweight wins, as well as 7 Miss International wins, with 1 heavyweight win. She is ranked number 1 in the IFBB Pro Women's Bodybuilding ranking list, and started her career in 1994 when she won the Long Beach Muscle Classic. Kyle first got into bodybuilding because she lived in Orange County and thought she could achieve similar results. She joined a gym and started training. At the age of 23, she went professional when she won the overall title in heavyweight class at the 1993 NPC USA Championship, where she got her IFBB Pro card. Her pro debut took place at the 1999 Miss International competition. After that, with a few exceptions, she always placed somewhere in the top 6. Her first professional title was won in 2001 at the Miss Olympia competition. Her last Miss Olympia win was in 2014, and recently she has said that she is undecided on whether or not she would continue competing. Gemma Taylor Magnuson. Gemma Taylor Magnuson is known as one of Britain's strongest women in the world. She won the official title in 2005 during her second attempt, and she won it by lifting 595 pounds. And she kept her title the following year after getting another first-place win. Also in that same year, Gemma was the runner-up for the 2005 World Strong Woman Championship. Considering that's more than what most people weigh, that's quite an accomplishment. She has continued to compete in powerlifting events, and she even found love. She met her husband, Benedict Magnuson, in the competition circuit, and they got married in Iceland in 2008. Together, this power couple weighs over 2,200 pounds and have the strength to lift a small car. At the wedding, the couple exchanged dumbbells instead of rings. In 2009 and 2010, she reclaimed her title of being Britain's strongest woman after taking a break to have a baby. Then, after her second baby break, she got second place at the World's Strongest Lady competition in 2011. Gemma made waves when she competed in UK's The Voice in 2016. After she sang, she lifted 2 of the judges without even breaking a sweat. Chen Wei Ling. If we asked you to squat 4.5 times your body weight, what would you do? For the untrained person, this would certainly be an impossible feat. Even for the regular gym goer, this would still be a challenging effort. Ling is from Tainan, Taiwan, and she is an Olympic weightlifter and powerlifter who has a knack for breaking world records. In November 2016 at the IPF World Championships in Orlando, Florida, Ling broke a world record by hitting 462 pounds in a single ply squat, which is 4.5 times her body weight. Ling is known for her squat and deadlift strength, and she has made a name for herself that would almost consider her legendary in the powerlifting circuit. She placed first in the IPF Open World Championship in 2007, 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014, making her one of the most successful lifters, not to mention also competing in the Olympics. She has been competing since the early 2000s and doesn't fit the regular mold of what we think a powerlifter would look like, which just goes to show that we can't judge a book by its cover. As Shakespeare said in his play A Midsummer Night's Dream, and though she be but little, she is fierce. Aneta Florczyk. Aneta Florczyk is a Polish athlete and 4-time winner of the World's Strongest Woman title. She has also broken multiple Guinness World Records and is one of the fiercest competitors in powerlifting and weightlifting. Not only is she a strong woman, but she also serves on the Malbork City Council in Poland, where she resides. Florczyk got into powerlifting when she was a teenager and wanted to do it for recreation. It soon turned into a passion. She went from a teenager that weighed 130 pounds to a proud woman today who stands at 5'5" and weighs about 165. In 2003, 2005, 2006, and 2008, she won her World's Strongest Woman titles. She started competing at the age of 19 and has achieved incredible success since. Her Guinness World Record is for rolling the most frying pans in 1 minute. She broke the record twice, once for rolling 4, and then she broke her own record by rolling 5. Have you tried rolling a frying pan? It's not that easy. Florczyk also broke the record for lifting the most adult men over her head in 2 minutes. How many men did she lift? 12. She is certainly motivated and driven to achieve her goals, no matter what they are. You've made it halfway into the video. You know what that means? It's time for a quiz. Who is considered to be one of the pioneers of female bodybuilding and weightlifting? Stick around until the end of the video to find out. Kristen Rhodes. Kristen Rhodes seems to have powerlifting in her blood, literally. Her grandfather was Bill Nider, who competed in shot put in the 1965 Olympics. Her uncle is also Tim Danielson, who is a middle distance runner. Rhodes hails from San Diego, California, where she got involved in the sport at an early age. She began strongwoman training under the guidance of her husband, who was also a strongman and worked as a California highway patrolman. Her very first competition took place in Santa Cruz, California, and has been going non-stop ever since. She can lift 315 pounds over her head, as well as walk with 250 pounds, and can deadlift 520 pounds. Since 2007, she has won the title of being America's Strongest Woman 6 times, and also won the world title in Finland in 2012. What is she doing when she isn't training? Rhodes is a mom and a daycare provider. She has also won 3 women's Guinness World Records for strength, including the most single repetitions with a 77-pound dumbbell in 1 minute, fastest carrier of a pole balancing 2 165-pound weights for 65 feet, which she did in about 7 seconds, and fastest flipper of a 220-pound hinge pole in 35.9 seconds. Nina Garia. Strength comes in all forms and from all over the world. In 2011, Ukrainian strength athlete Nina Garia won the world's strongest lady competition, beating Gemma Taylor Magnuson, who we talked about earlier. Born in 1990, Garia accomplished much of her success before she reached the age of 30. Standing at a tall and proud 6 feet, Garia started training as a shot putter in 2003, and then added tug-of-war training in 2007. Before you scoff at what seems to be a child's game, there is a lot of strength and training involved in pulling a rope. In 2009, she started training as a strongwoman. In 2010, she set her first world record in the stone put category with a 264-pound lifting stone. Not to mention, Garia is a regular visitor at the Highland Games and strongwoman competitions all over the world. Since then, she has set a total of 5 world records, along with being a 2-time world champion in grappling. Garia is now setting her sights on wrestling. There is no doubt that whatever she wants to do, she will accomplish her goals and kick some major butt while doing it. Jill Mills. Jill Mills has a bodybuilding career that spans nearly 20 years. She won the World's Strongest Woman competition 2 years in a row in 2001 and 2002, and in 2005 she got 3rd place. That's certainly nothing to scoff at. She was born in 1972 and got started in working out at a young age. In her free time, Mills would run and work out. While the rest of the world thought that bulky women were ugly and unattractive, Mills thought they were beautiful and eventually started training. Even in the peak of her lifting career, Mills was one of the most stunning competitors out there. Her first competition was in 1996 at the Alamo Classic. Mills quickly became known as one of the strongest powerlifters in the world. After her first competition, she continued to compete for nearly a decade and getting first place in most of her competitions. Today, she has since retired and is currently living in Texas. She continues to train others as well as keep up her normal workout routine. While she doesn't compete anymore, you can bet that she is lifting heavier weight than what most of us can stomach. Donna Moore. What would you do if you were asked to lift over 300 pounds? You would probably decline the request. Or if you tried, and you don't work out on a regular basis, you might struggle a smidge. Even if you are a regular weightlifter, 300 pounds is quite a bit to lift, and it takes special training to achieve that feat. In 2016, British bodybuilder Donna Moore won the World's Strongest Woman contest. The title was well earned, and she is showing no signs of stopping the competition circuit. Not only is she Britain's strongest woman, but she is also an Atlas Stone world record holder. Indeed, Moore has done more to prove that she is probably the most deserving person to win the title as strongest woman in the world. She can pick up a stone that's over 300 pounds and barely breaks a sweat. Shoot, she broke the world record for the heaviest stone ever loaded by a female by lifting a staggering 328 pounds. That means she can lift most people with ease. In fact, looking at Moore, most people wouldn't want to mess with her, as she looks fierce and is clearly strong enough to hold her own ground. Ji Yeon-woo. When you see a picture of this bodybuilder, you might think that it is Photoshop. If that was your first thought, you'd be incorrect, because Ji Yeon-woo is a bodybuilder from South Korea who first competed at the 2010 Korea YMCA, which she won. Starting off strong, she has won several competitions since then, including Muscle Beach International, Figure Open Classic, and also got second in NPC Excalibur in 2011. Then in 2012, she won third place in Miss Korea. In 2013, she got her IFBB Pro card after getting first place in the Arnold Classic Europe Physique. She took 2 years off after that and got fourth place at the IFBB Vancouver Pro Show Women's Physique. In 2016, she competed in a few more competitions, but her real claim to fame is her online presence, especially her Instagram account. Because of her beauty combining softness with hardcore muscles, Yeon-woo has become an international household name. Not to mention, she has also become an inspiration for thousands of women around the world who want to better themselves and not let conventional stereotypes dictate who they are. When Yeon-woo isn't competing, she's sharing her life with the world and has become one of the most popular bodybuilders on the internet. Who is considered to be one of the pioneers of female bodybuilding and weightlifting? Abby Pudgy Stockton. She was a professional strongwoman and was heavily involved in Muscle Beach in the 1940s. In 1948, she won the Miss Physical Culture Venus. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tell us what you think about these strong women in the comments, and check out these other videos from The Richest. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on that red subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.